What's up, everyone? I don't know who the fuck is gonna be watching. I don't know if my target audience is probably gonna be people who like pick their boogers all day or something, or get scared at drive-thrus. But if that's you, you're kind of not crazy for that, bro. There's like insane homeless people at the Taco Bell drive-thrus at all times, bro. It's like there's two people you talk to at the window now. But anyways, to be honestly, bro, listen, not like a diss. I don't think the homeless people are gonna see this, but honestly, most of them have better phone plans than you and me, so maybe. But if you're watching this, bro, if you're a homeless person, you guys need to like sack up and not be so mean when you're asking for $1 or like a Crunch Wrap like Lux box, bro. Like I quite literally have to get you nothing. Ever, I can drive off. You can't do that. And you're being classist. I'm not. You guys are being fucking classist. You guys are knocking on me like I have everything. Meanwhile, I'm in the Taco Bell drive-thru at 2 a.m. If I had everything, I would have Chef make me something. But Chef isn't real. Chef is not. I don't have a one. I don't have a Chef. Right? So I'm driving 20 minutes out of my house to go through Taco Bell and spend what's low-key not that much, because they got, if you go to the Taco Bell app right now, they have like a mini game, and if you play it like I think 10 times, if you beat it 10 times, you get 10,000 points. You use that 10,000 points, you can get like a Taco Bell like party pack for like $15, dude. It's insane. Get it now. But low-key, dude, these homeless people are, like, insanely rude. And I understand because their life is literally as bad as it can get. But it's, like, you kind of got to market yourself, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's a free market. Like, if you really want this, you really have to work for this. Like, the Taco Bell, like, nothing's cheap anymore, man. Realistically, you and me probably have similar finances. You know, so, like, have some compassion for me as the homeless person, bro. That we are not too dissimilar, and that it's like our living situations kind of are, because I'm not homeless, but that I very easily could be. And you know what the hell, man, not to like diss the homeless people, but at the same time you guys been insanely rude. Like I went through one, and she's like, she's banging on all the windows. I'm like, whatever. You know, I'm not, like, a terrible guy. I mean, I'm hoping I see this guy in an SUV. I'm like, you gotta have something to spare. Like, your gas is, like, $80 for, like, a half a tank. So it's, like, either you're big balling or you're an idiot. And usually these SUV guys are on, like, food stamps somehow. I don't know how to get these cars. I think they might just do those, like, lifetime leases, and they hope they overdose or something. Which is kind of not a bad idea. But what's crazy is, anyways, we go down all the line of all these really nice, fancy cars, and not a single one will have $1, apparently. And so now it's down to me. And so now she knocks on the window. I'm like, I'm kind of not expecting this. I'm assuming that they're going to take the check, but whatever. But, you know, hi, you know, what's up? And this is another thing, that somehow being out in the sun and next to construction and dirt all day, these guys always have better hair than me, too. Which sucks and is embarrassing and kind of says a lot. But somehow these guys are showering more than me. But, you know, she's like, oh, can I just have, anything? I'm like, oh, well, anything, what would that be? You know, I don't really know the whole menu on hand. Like, I'm a fat fuck. I can tell you about the Lux box all day, but I don't know everything. Like, there are some things I don't know. Right? And so she's like, can I have, like, little cinnamon balls? And automatically I'm like, oh, well, because, you know, this does kind of speak to my fatness. But I'm like, you want like 4 or 6, you know, because I think because she asked for small. I didn't like lowball her, right? I was willing to get her a lot, but she asked for the cinnamon balls.
She's like, you know, can you just get me the whole meal? And that was when I was kind of like, I like can't. And this wasn't even me being mean. It was like, for real, I could not pay that. Like, me getting her the cinnamon balls at all was already like a dumb decision, because I don't have the money for that. But it's like, you want to give back, not really do anything, but like, it's not bad to help homeless people. It's just bad to give them drugs. So I gave her cinnamon balls, or I wanted to. But then she like completely, like, she should be in sales. because she got in the door, she, got me comfortable with buying her something, and then she completely took my kindness, recognized my empathy, and turned it against me and is trying to get a whole meal. And so I had to say no, and it felt really fucking bad to do that. Because I don't want to be terrible. That's not like my goal. That's not what I go out of my way to do all the time, you know? But I was just like, I just said yes, bro. You can't really reason. At the end of the day, these are people who have literally nothing to lose, so I try to be as respectful as I can, because I know if I was homeless, I would just start jumping through people's windows and shit. To be honest, like, oh, you're gonna send me to jail, and you're gonna give me 3 straight meals, and you're gonna give me a bed to sleep on, and like basketball and weights. So that sounds terrible. So,
I'm just kind of like, feel bad. It's not funny, but it's just like I feel bad, and I'm hoping. I don't know, man. I was hoping someone else would get her, because truthfully, bro, I had like enough money for me to get the food, and like that was like it. But I'm like, I think my turn came up. That's why I'm like, that sounds like way meaner than I was. But I was like, I think it was just kind of like, all right. Like, not like mean, like, yeah, all right. Just like, oh, okay. And just kind of like, there are all rights you can give that are almost like kind of disconnected from the conversation in this weird way that doesn't confirm or deny it. That's kind of what I did. I'm not flexing about being mean to fucking homeless people. This is just the situation. But, I left, and then I go through the drive-thru. I'm like, hey, I'm picking up, and, they kind of know me, which sucks. But then I'm at the window, and, I get my food. There's a second homeless guy waiting with a sign, which sucks, because I never have anything for him either. I never have enough for anyone. I'm sorry, bro. At the end of the day, listen, the Taco Bell drive-thru is a really smart idea, but I feel like this business savvy should actually be used to, like, sell, like, solar panels or something, instead of trying to get, like, cinnamon balls. Like, you guys are clearly talented individuals. Normally, these homeless people are not, like, skillless.
I talked to this guy who was, like, computer science, and then, as we were talking, he saw his wife with another man. I had nothing to say. Like, I normally think that I'm like this comforting force, but dude, I had nothing. There's nothing to say to that. That you're homeless, your family hates you,
and then you see your wife cheating on you right in front of you as you're begging. That is as low as it gets. If you ever think you had a bad day, no, the fuck you didn't. You had a great day. You feel amazing. Alright, that was tough. And I feel really bad for him, man, because he was a genuinely, like, talented and beautiful soul. But this is like what they mean when they say anyone can get it. The hard part is keeping it, because it is just not easy, bro. Oh, but I'm at the drive-thru window with the homeless lady, and I'm like, get my food. It was the most heartbreaking shit. As I'm slowly passing her, I'm trying to get out on the street. She says, "What happened?" And it felt so fucking bad, but I didn't have the money. I had no money. I'd eaten shit all day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I take no fucking pleasure in any of it. But I don't. Not good. But period, bro. The homeless people have become insanely, almost like, homeless people a couple years ago were kind of like, they can be a little freaky or whatever, but like overall are good. This isn't a message to hate homeless people, by the way. Like, I have homeless people around that I actually really like and are cool. Like, it's not like a profiling thing. It's just these like kind of like salesman like individuals, these homeless people with these sales skills are dangerous. I had a homeless lady tell me that she was like, oh, like the food in there is only like $10. Can I get something? I'm like, oh, well, of course, why not? Because I was going to pick up burritos from another place. Maybe I won't. Well, it's an undisclosed burrito place in the world that I was getting my stuff at, and it happened to be next to this other spot. See, this is kind of identifying. Like, if you were in the area, you would know exactly where I was, and I don't really want to give you that. So, there was some food, basically, that she wanted to eat. And so I go in with her, and she's like, "That's only $10." And she looked like a mess, bro. I'm sorry, listen. Anyone who's wearing, like, a wig with, like, bugs in it and tells you, like, I'm fine is on drugs. To be honest. And it's like, you know what? I don't care. Like, enjoy yourself. Clearly you have maybe too much. If you're at the point with the Walmart bag, maybe it's time to start thinking about things. But, like, you know, life is, like, rough, you know? So I'm not, like, actually... I'm just kind of, like, you understand. Right? But, you know, basically she's asking for stuff at the register, and already it's like kind of sounding like a lot, but I'm like, hey, I've never been here, so maybe they're just really generous. And then she's like, "Oh, can I get a drink too?" I'm like, "Well, of course, it's only $10, right?" And so finally it's like my time to pay, and she was like kind of like, "Oh, well, he's paying," which is like, whatever. Kind of be like a little nicer about it, but whatever. And then I pay for the food, and she just like grabs it and walks away, and like never says thank you. She just walks outside. I'm like, whatever. Like, she's probably like dissociated or just hot. She's probably been outside. Like a billion different excuses, because truthfully, I don't like being hateful. It's just bad for my blood pressure, honestly. So, she does whatever. She's outside. I get my food. I pick it up. They know me way too well, too. Which, it's not that it sucks. It's just like a self-reflection thing. It's like, if these businesses that see hundreds of people every day can still remember you, there's a problem. But, I'm going out to my car, and I see her again. I'm like, "Oh, hey, how is it?" And she's like, "It's all right." And then at this point, I'm kind of like, I'm curious about her kind of like state in life, because she doesn't seem to really have like a tap on how like socialization works, or how you're supposed to treat people, or how you're supposed to wear a wig. So I'm like, what happened, if you're okay with me asking, because it's not like the first thing you want to talk about is like why you're homeless. But she's like, "Oh, well, nothing's up. Nothing's a problem." And we just kind of go in this circle of like, well, like there must be something. I was like, "No, there's not." And just everything's fine, I guess. Even though there's like literally no way that that's possible when you're sitting alone in a parking lot in some of the hottest weather that we've had, with a Walmart bag and like a dirty wig that's half on. Nothing is all right. But it's like, whatever. And at this point, I'm like, well, I hope things get better, because I'm sorry, I don't buy it. Things aren't good. Bless your heart. But it's like, things are not good. And I'm leaving, and she's like, "Oh, can I get a ride to the airport?" And that's when it's kind of like, no, man. Like, I've given you $30 of food, which you didn't even like, and you lied to me about, which I think you must have known, because you went in there and you didn't even look at the menu, and you just, like, immediately ordered it. And then you asked for a drink. And then you didn't say thank you. And, like, now you're asking for a ride to the airport. Like, no. And again, they're going to be like, "You're a piece of shit." And it's like, you can say that, but realistically, you wouldn't have even done one of them. You wouldn't buy $30 of food for a random person you've never met, who didn't say thank you, who also lied about everything being fine. And absolutely not would you take her to the airport, because the airport here sucks, dude. I wouldn't even go there for myself, to be honest, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Am I, like, evil? I don't think so. Period, bro. If you're homeless and you're watching this, use these sales skills at, like, a dealership. The way you can guilt someone to get a fucking car is crazy. You can use these abilities to get more than just, like, Taco Bell. Like, it scales. These are good. Sales will never go away, because people are always going to need to buy things, and people are always going to be needed to be persuaded and guilted into doing things they don't want to do. So, like, you know, the YMCA shower is goated. They're chill. They just kind of expect it. And go to a car dealership, or go to one of those solar panel places. Like, someone will. There are seriously, like, right now hiring like solar panel places that do not give a fuck about anything and don't care if you've ever even worked. They just want people to go harass people and sell them solar panels. So sell them fucking solar panels, dude.